There is no perfect formula to dating, right? However, there's some really important questions that you're supposed to be asking during the dating process. There's certain really important things that you're supposed to be looking out for, and the things that you're supposed to be doing during the dating process that are actually going to enable you have a healthy marriage. Welcome to the second episode of Dating to Marriage with Sarah. I'm excited to have you back, and today we are looking at the things that you're actually supposed to be asking during the dating process. In case you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so that every time I have uplifting content like this one, I get you notified and you don't get to miss out. And if you didn't watch the previous episode of Sex Before Marriage, oh my god, it's one of the things that you really have to watch or share with a friend. I'll be leaving the link in the description, and also at the end of this video you'll be able to see it. So like we discussed last time, so many of us are actually doing the wrong things during the dating process. Like, we are so occupied with our bodies, touching each other and having so much sex and forgetting to focus on the really important things that actually affect us eventually when we settle down in that relationship. So basically, the question is, what are you supposed to be doing during the dating process? What questions are you supposed to really be asking, and what are the things that you're supposed to be looking out for? And let's dive right in. That the very first thing that you're supposed to be looking out for is the person's family. Yes, remember, we are dealing with a relationship that is heading into marriage. Yeah, you're actually planning to settle down, not playing around. So you must have really a very good idea of the guy's family or the lady's family. Where does he come from? What kind of family are they? Are they educated people? Are they not educated? Did he grow up with his mom? Did he grow up with his dad? Or did he grow up with both parents, so he didn't have parents? What kind of background does this person really have? Having such knowledge is going to help you understand this person's personality much better, and it also help you understand their perceptions towards life. People who have not had the opportunity to have both parents bring them up have a bit of certain shortfalls, and the same applies to people who have had maybe a luxurious lifestyle and maybe haven't had enough of character being formed. There are certain things that are lacking in their life. So this information that you're getting is not for you to judge the person, but for you to have like a clear picture and be able to understand them and know what you're getting into and know what can be resolved and what cannot be resolved. You know, family is very, very important. As you are dating this person, try to be keen on how this person talks about their parents. What is their attitude towards their parents? Are they really angry towards them, or they are, lovey-dovey towards them? Are they the kind of person who looks out for their siblings or not? Such things are indicators of how exactly they're going to treat you, how they're going to treat your parents, how they are going to treat your children later on. Did they really have like a role model as they were growing up? Because many times we settle with men or ladies and we expect them to be perfect moms and perfect fathers, but they never really had a mother present. They never really had a father. So how do you expect them to learn? How do you expect them to have learned how to be a very good dad if they didn't have a dad around? So some of these things are really, really important for you to know in order for you to have a clear picture of what you're getting into. So speaking of family, you should also be conscious of the tribe of the person that you are actually in the relationship with. Not that saying you stereotype them or something. No, it's just important to know the tribe and maybe race, depending on which part of the country or world that you're from. Why? Because remember, you are getting into this person's family. You are going to have a lifetime with them. You're building a relationship, a family with them. Now, if you are of a different race, and this person is definitely of a different race, and you're in a certain country where certain things take place, you are most likely to get a few challenges here and there when you walk into a supermarket, or you're walking along the street with this person. Maybe someone would maybe say something really nasty about the two of you because you're interracial. So having a clear idea of of who that person is in terms of race is going to prepare you in advance some of the challenges you may face later on during your marital journey, even with your children, so that you can easily give your children a clear understanding of their identity. Is it good to be black? Is it good to be white? What does it mean to be interracial? What do you stand for? What is your heritage? So that your children actually know where they come from, and regardless of what they face out there, you are protecting them at home and they have a clear understanding. The same applies to tribe. So we have this thing where some people sort of value some tribes and don't value other tribes. And you know the kind of family that you're from, you know the tribe that you're from, and you know one of those weird things that you guys do. So it's good to be open and tell this person, okay, hey, I'm from such and such a tribe, and this is what we do, this is our culture. Now, it's good to have a clear picture to understand all those things, so that you know that when you're talking to your parents and saying, my dear parents, I've got a very good gentleman, and I would like to introduce them to you. You know their kind of reaction, because I mean, some of you know that your parents are not receptive to certain tribes and they're not receptive to certain races. So by the time you're walking into that relationship and you are ready to settle, you are already prepared psychologically for the negative backlashes that are going to come from your parents or your family members, because maybe they've not accepted that person because of certain stereotypes. And it will help you not get stressed out, because you knew it in the first place. You knew that this would happen. These are some of the discussions that you're supposed to be having with a person that you're planning to settle down with. You're like, hey, I really, really love you, and this is between me and you. But you need to know that my parents think of this and this of people who are like this. My family thinks of this and this about people who are like this. So that when I take you and introduce you to them, please don't mind their facial expressions and how they receive you. The most important thing is that I love you and you love me, and we're going to have something beautiful together. So you sort of already have like one team whoever you are against everyone else, and you're able to stand up to the racism, stand up to the criticism, stand up to all those things that usually come your way. So because that dating process is really, really important, it's the time when you're supposed to be getting to know this person in and out and weighing your options, like when you are considering moving jobs and that job is going to build your career. Everything that happens is supposed to be giving you a sneak peek of what is going to happen when you're doing your life together as a married couple. Remember, when you say I do, you can't undo it. I mean, that's what we all really want. So you really have to be prepared for this time, for that future time. You're going to have children, and you cannot undo that children. You can't say now I'm no longer going to give birth to a mixed race and it's a tribal child. No, you just have to have like a clear way of how you're going to do things, and it will even dictate where you're going to settle. Because if you know that you are interracial, or you are of a certain tribe and maybe your tribe is not accepted in a certain place, you can decide with your partner to move to a place that is more receptive to the kind of family that you want to build, and where your children are going to have a very beautiful life. So it's really important for you to be asking the right questions. Don't be afraid to ask them about their parents. Don't be afraid to ask them about their culture. Don't be afraid to try to experience. Do more research, so that when things hit your way, they're not just coming by mistake. You already have a great awareness of this. Remember, the Bible says, my people are perished due to lack of knowledge. It's really important to have this knowledge. Not that you're going to use this knowledge against this person, but you are going to use it in order to embrace this person holistically and understand them and walk that journey with them. And even when you're trying to make some changes, maybe talk to them into dropping some weird traits, you know where they're coming from, and you're going to have a much more beautiful and less frustrating experience because you're much more patient with them. Well, that's what I had for you today on this episode of Dating to Marriage. I'll be continuing still discussing what you're supposed to be asking and doing during the dating process in order for you to have an amazing marriage. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification. See you in the next video. I still remain Sarah. Bye.